management. And we have with us our brother Arif Ali. I think many of you would know Arif already, and you would have listened to his lecture and be part of his lecture that he delivered for us at the last training session, which was held at his center, the Success Training Center. So without any further ado, I'll ask Arif inshallah.
Jazakallah, Dr. Riza. So, Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon each and every one of you. Today, we're going to look at goal setting, time management, and personal financial management. So, all of us, most of the audience here actually look quite young. Yes? Most of you all. And we all would have ambition. We all would have goals or certain things that we want to achieve in life. And today we're going to spend some time on that. We're going to do an exercise on it. We're also going to take a look at time management. Everybody is strapped for time. And how we could actually work on that to maximize what we're able to do in the time that we have. And one of the other areas I'm going to look at is financial management, personal financial management. Actually, that is where I have a fair background in. In the old days, I used to lecture like a lot for the central bank in financial management all over the country. I probably did like 100 seminars for them. So the last one I probably will be a little bit better in, but should be okay with the other two as well. So guys, without further ado, let's start. So just in terms of what I hope to accomplish, I want to help you all. And the advice I give today is for myself first and then for you all as well. Everybody here, how to set goals and then how to manage time and manage your personal finances effectively. So my question to you all are, first of all, what are goals? Anybody? What are goals? What is our goal? Anybody? It's an aim. Something you want to achieve. Very good. What else? It's a vision. All right. What else? Anybody else?
Something that you want to achieve.
All right. So could somebody give me an example of a goal that they have? As a Muslim, our goal is to attain Jannah, or to attain paradise. All right? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran that He has not created man or jinn for any other purpose other than to worship Him, right? But within that, there are a lot of different ways to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not only about praying 5 times a day, how we conduct ourselves, etc., etc. How we live our lives need to be in accordance with Islamic principles. Now, what I was looking for actually, and what you all said is very correct, and those things are goals. But one of the things people make mistakes with goals is that a lot of people do really define goals along with time. There's a time element to goals. So usually whenever you set your goals, there should be some time element to it. If you leave it very open and very airy-fairy, then what you have is not a goal, it actually is a wish. You all there? The problem with wishes is that wishes don't get done. All right, so I'll share a bit about that with you all. All right, there's an old saying, I think if you all remember, there was this book that I remember that we would have done when we were small, a book called Alice in Wonderland. And the book was written by someone called Lewis Carroll. And basically the book says, in the book there was this statement about a cat, and it says, the Cheshire cat. Basically Cheshire cat says, if you don't know where you're going, then any which way is good. You all understand what I'm saying? A lot of people live life like that. They get up, they live for today, they go to work, they come back home, they watch TV, and then they go back to work or do whatever they have to do for the next day. And guess what happens? 40, 50 years will pass you by just like that. Today you might be 15. Tomorrow you will be 50. Everybody with me? I'm not old talking, I'm talking from experience. I could remember running around like my boys, and I was small like them and playing just the other day. It was just like that. But then within 47 years have passed. And here I am today to talk about what we have to do. All right, so time flies. That is one of the things that we need to understand. Now, there have been a lot of studies done on goals, right? And so why are goals important? Anybody? Why are goals important?
They give you a sense of direction.
They give you a sense of direction, yes. Anybody else? Motivation. So once you have that goal in front of you, you know what your target is. You know what it is you want to achieve. And so a lot of people live their life hoping to win the lotto tomorrow. You all there? Rather than actually having something that they want to achieve and working towards that. So basically that's what goals do for you. They give you the direction, they give you purpose. Right? It also helps you to grow. Whatever goals you set for yourself, as you will see later on, the goals should be what we call stretch goals, meaning that they should take you to another level for yourself. All right? So there have been some studies on goals done over the years. So if you look in the internet, you'll see probably like a lot of research on goals. And one of the common studies, basically what they say is that over 80% of people have no goals. You all there? So the majority of people live today for tomorrow without having a perspective on what they want in life, or what their aim or what their objective is to be or to do. Right? About 14% of people actually have some idea of what they want to do. But where they have that idea is here. You already have it in their head. So they think it aloud, and that is where it remains. And they will continually go through a process of what we call analysis paralysis. You all there? Right? They will have to get this done. They will think about getting that done, the other, but nothing gets done at the end of the day. Very rare you find people who have ideas in their head actually get things done fully. Right? The better approach is to actually do it. Write down your goals. Document it. When you write down and you document your goals, you actually make an unspoken commitment to yourself to get that done. You all there? You actually make a commitment when you put pen to paper. Now I'll tell you all something. Many years ago, I used to be a very frustrated person while working. Right? So when I was about 33 or thereabouts, I realized I didn't want to have the job that I had anymore. Right? And why? It was because I had to take advantage of people's time. I was taking advantage of my own time, and that was okay. But I had to make unreasonable demands of people. So you have to work till 10 o'clock tonight to get that done. Get it done. Right? You have to be back out at 6 in the morning to get that done. Get it done. Right? Because those requests were coming to me for me to do. And so I would have to pass on work to others to get that. Right? The time that I realized, by that time, one night I was going home and I crashed my car while driving, because I was always going home late every night. Sometimes 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning, 12 at night. And I have to be back out for 6 or 6:30 the next morning. I have a large staff to manage. It was only then, after that accident happened, that I made a commitment to myself to actually get out of that kind of work. Living a corporate life is hard. All right, so at that age, I actually made the time to do it, to understand what it was I really wanted for who? For myself, right? It was only after that I did things that were important to me. So going to Hajj, that was a priority for me, but I never really made the time for it. I was making plenty of money, but I wasn't happy. You all there? It was only after I actually sat down. And one of the things I had at that time, I remember that clearly at the age of 34, was, and reason some of you all were there, I had as a goal to get my corporate training center up and running. You all there? And to help to develop others to do better as well. So said, so done. It took a long time to get it done, but I had that goal in the back of my mind then, and I actually put it on paper, and I actually worked on that for many, many years. What I'm trying to say is that whatever you all choose to do, you could do, but you need to have it as something specific. Write it down on paper, make that unspoken commitment to yourself to get it done, and put a time frame to it within which you want to actually get that done. And that would be the most successful people. So a lot of people you'll find who are really, really successful, they actually document their goals, and they actually have plans, and they actually focus on getting things done. And we're going to do a little bit of exercise on that shortly. Now, just in terms of choosing your goals, I want to you all mention it. A goal should be something which motivates you. So what would be an example of a goal which motivates somebody here? Anybody?
Weight loss.
Weight loss? That's for me, not for you. All right. Somebody else? Weight gain? That's for him, not for you. The wrong people giving these answers, Riza. The wrong people. All right, anybody else? I see my partner from in the back from Guyana there. Shake. To the back. Inshallah, inshallah. Anybody?